What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, how are you? I am Luna of Alchemy Academy, and today I have a brand new video for you. We will be talking about the great conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn, and I'm going to be following the astrology based on a sidereal side. I will be mentioning a little bit of the tropical parts of this transit, but mostly we're going to be talking about the actual sky, the actual constellation. So I know that a lot of the information that you're probably seeing out on the internet is talking about this energy of Aquarius. However, in the sky, Jupiter and Saturn is definitely in the constellation of Capricorn. Let's talk about this energy. If you're interested to know what sidereal astrology is saying about the great conjunction, definitely keep on watching. Now, before we hop into the tarot cards and the oracle and intuitive messages, let's talk about what this energy even is. On Monday, December 21st, at around 4:30 p.m., according to my research and just how I've been pulling the chart, Jupiter and Saturn will be 0.1 degrees close to each other. Okay, they're going to be so close that they're literally going to be on top of each other. First things first, a conjunction is when two planets are very close together, just to keep it plain and simple. And so what that means is this energy of both planets are being combined in how it expresses itself here in the 3D world, here on Earth. And one thing that we want to know about this transit is the fact that this hasn't happened over the last 20 years. The last great conjunction happened in 2000. So let's remember and take a moment back into memory lane and see how 2000 actually was. Now, one thing that I actually remember, and I was telling the Alchemy Academy, I was only 8 years old in the year 2000. So being an 8-year-old in the year 2000, what I remember and what I can recall is I remember Y2K and the hysteria that lived around that year. I remember everyone stocking up on canned goods and non-perishable items. I remember everyone building like underground bunkers because they thought the world was coming to an end. They were quoting scriptures from Revelations like it was nobody's business. And here we are living in 2020, not only 20 years later, and we are experiencing the same type of energy in a different way. And so this is something that is going to definitely shift the collective in a forward direction, regardless if you're ready or not. One thing about Saturn is the fact that it's going to come in with that determination, but it's going to come in with the lessons as well. There is no way that you're going to move past Saturn without learning the lessons that is of your karmic path. So understand that as we move into this energy of Capricorn, as actually right now as I'm speaking, the planets are already in that constellation as we speak. So if you're looking to understand really what this means, it's really a matter of looking at your own natal chart and seeing how Jupiter and Saturn expresses itself within you. This is how you'll be able to actually attune yourself to this frequency that is shifting the collective. This energy being in Capricorn. Capricorn is an earth sign, so it's all about being practical. It's all about being grounded. It's all about being patient. It's all about taking your time. Slow and steady wins the race. And the fact of the matter is, this is Saturn's home. Saturn is ruled by Capricorn. So it's really important to understand and really see how discipline shows up in your expansion, which is the Jupiter energy that we'll be feeling. Now, Jupiter comes in with the Sagittarius vibes. Shout out to Sagittarius season. And Jupiter comes in and creates big expansive energy. So things that you're focusing on, things that you've been giving a lot of discipline to, are going to expand. What are the things that you have been focusing on in the year 2020? This is going to express itself whether you've been worrying a lot or if you've been manifesting a lot. It depends on where you are in your journey. Now, one thing I do want to say is the fact that if you found yourself newly getting onto your spiritual journey, you're finally coming to that space of awakening, you're finally opening up your heart to receive your higher self, I truly want to encourage you to continue this work. This work is really going to help you make sense of who you are and who you're destined to be. So don't feel fear. Don't allow fear to derail you. Don't allow your emotional triggers to keep you from actually prevailing and actually dominating this time and this space that we are in. This is all about your mindset, okay? This is why that energy of Aquarius is definitely coming through as well, because we're looking into the future. We're really thinking about what is the 2021 going to be like? What is 2022 going to be like? What are we looking to invest our time and our money and our efforts in? How are we going to shift the entire collective, so that way we are all operating in our highest and our greatest good. All of these things are concerns of everyone right now. So just understand that as you move into your new space, as you move into your new self, allow yourself to grow, allow yourself to realize how you can take your time with this journey. There is no need to rush your expansion. There is no need to rush your growth. Take it one step at a time, one day at a time, 1 minute at a time, and eventually you will come upon this destination. You'll come upon this destiny that's going to be so abundant in everything that you enjoy and more. So this is really what this conjunction is setting us up for. Understand that a lot of people, their Saturn return has ended, but for a lot of people, their Saturn return is beginning. So everything that Saturn had you reevaluate during its retrograde, as well as Jupiter's retrograde, you're going to be tested during this direct season. So just be mindful. Be so very mindful of where your mind is. Be so mindful about where your heart is and where you are actually investing your time and energy. Because right now, our control and our discernment is so important. And how we can control things is through regimen, it's through routine, it's through ritual. You giving yourself the time, you giving yourself the effort and the space to grow, to learn about self, to master a skill, to build a strong foundation for your future, for your expansion. That is what this season is all about. One thing that I want to suggest for this transit is taking your time on Monday. Do not rush. If you can take off for work on Monday, definitely do so, because this energy is going to also be happening on the winter solstice. So this is going to be a time of the year where the night is extremely long. And this is also, you know, said to be a very great experience, because we'll be able to have heightened intuition. We'll be able to experience really a real sense of revelation when it comes to where we are headed. So allow yourself to embrace that knowledge, allow yourself to really receive that guidance, and I guarantee that this is going to be the best day of your life, the most expansive day of your life. So let's get into the intuitive aspects of everything and see what the oracle cards and the tarot cards are saying for the Great Conjunction. Okay, so I am using the African American Tarot for this part of the reading, and what I am pulling cards for is just saying what is the energy around the Great Conjunction for the collective and our shift, and how we can use that energy to serve our highest and our greatest good. And so the energy that is coming around this collective is the Six of Cups and the High Priestess card. Okay, so I'm going to hold that back here so you guys can see it. Okay, so one thing, like I said, this heightened intuition, okay, that's going to be coming through on this day. We need to be tapping into our High Priestess vibes. Okay, so if there is a vision that you have, if there is something that you want to bring into fruition, okay, also using the High Priestess for your control and your discernment, so that way you can have the foresight to see yourself forward. Okay, the Six of Cups typically talks about past life energy. Okay, the Six of Cups is talking about how you can revisit the past, but you don't have to relive the past. There is no reason for you to relive it. Don't rip off the band-aid to see what the lesson is. You already know that the stove is hot. Don't touch it again. So with that being said, you have this, you can combine this energy of past lessons with your intuition of foresight, being able to see forward. When you integrate these two energies, you allow yourself to have this sense of balance in order to move forward. You can bring those plans into practical form, so that way they can show up in the 3D world. Now, the Six of Cups, like I said, also talks about childhood. One thing's for sure is I feel like, you know, the inner child is really coming forward during this time and really showing us exactly what we want, what we truly desire, what our heart is really brought on this earth for. Because when we were children, I mean, we were able to think, we were able to vision, we were able to imagine the wildest things. However, as we grew up, okay, as we got older and as we matured, we start to adopt certain ideas and certain narratives that limited our imagination. It limited our thinking. It gave us a lack of vision. I'm sorry. From the High Priestess. The High Priestess energy is blocked. That intuition is blocked. That ability to visualize is blocked because we got older. So now we allow our experiences from the past, the fact that we don't have enough or we didn't have enough before, we are receiving that as a end all be all, and really that's not the case. And so with the great conjunction with Jupiter and Saturn, we're going to be able to really have this understanding of, you know, what it is that we want and how to bring it to pass, and really let go of the past, because that's what's been holding us back this whole time. The trauma, the energy of feeling like, you know, I experienced this before, this has shown up before, so that means I'm doomed again. And it's like you have this innate ability, this innate wisdom that's going to pull you out of this situation yet again, and to let you see exactly what the lesson is. What's your responsibility? What's your stake in the situation? Allow yourself to receive that insight, okay? Now, how can we use that energy to serve our highest and our greatest good? And this is in our thinking. This is in our being. We have we have the 8 of Swords and we have the 9 of Wands, both in reverse. And what I'm seeing in this is the fact that we are finally letting go of the lack mindset. We're finally letting go of taking on all the responsibilities because we feel called to, the people pleasing, and all of the other habits that comes with feeling not good enough, not feeling worthy of. We feel like we have to give, when really it's time to give to ourselves. It's still the energy of giving, but giving to ourselves. That's another thing about the 6 of Cups energy too, is typically in the traditional wider rate symbolism in the picture, and within that card it shows a adult giving a child a cup, and there's this energy of giving your inner child the emotional connection that it truly needed, as you needed when you were growing up. And sometimes when we revisit some childhood memories, they hurt. They kind of we can feel them as if they happened yesterday, when really we should be letting go of that feeling and looking into the situation for the reference, like really referencing the situation for lessons and for clues and for whatever it is that we need for right now. These moments can allow us to really make sense of the energy and the shifts and the changes and the transformations that's happening around us. So don't feel discouraged if you find yourself not really wanting to do the shadow work during this time, but it's really, I always like to say, microdose it. If you are new to shadow work, don't jump in head first. Don't jump in trying to figure out what's your, like your childhood traumas, and really just picking a wound that you don't really understand how to truly nurture and care for. So take it one step at a time. Use meditation as a way to really connect with the inner self and allow yourself to get that clarity, and to, really receive the visions and the realizations that are going to help you with your healing process and your healing journey. And then allow yourself to really step into that power, because one thing's for sure is, with self-healing, we can almost feel helpless, and we feel like, we can't do this on our own. And I do always encourage community, which is another thing that the 6 of Cups also reminds me of, is this circle, this sacred circle, this sacred community that's giving, and there's energy exchanges happening all within to help everyone grow, to help everyone within that circle elevate, and really let go and shed and still step into their power with with ease and with grace. And so if that sounds like something that you're interested in, of course join Alchemy Academy. But there are so many other communities out there that are tailored towards true spiritual healing, true inner child healing. Okay, there's so many out there. Now I want to talk a little bit about the back of the deck. And so the back of the deck, we have the 9 of Cups, and one thing about this energy is the fact that this is very proud. The 9 of Cups is this energy of really reflecting on all that you've accomplished and being proud in it, and having the confidence to move forward into the new abundance, possibilities and opportunities. Allow yourself to really stand in that confidence, because that's what's going to help fuel you during your transformation and as you move forward. There is also this energy of rebirth that comes with the 9 of Cups. I'm not sure why, but it's definitely giving rebirth vibes. And allow yourself to truly be reborn. You are a renewed person, and you definitely will be a renewed person come Monday. There's going to be a lot of things that just come up for you, and like I said again, it may trigger you to some degree, but do not allow your triggers to derail you from your destination, from your destiny. You do not want to allow old things, old habits, old friends, old just old energy to keep you stagnant. Really release the old and let in the new. That is what 2020 has been about. I honestly, I feel like I've been sharing that message a million times over just this year. So if you feel like you're still holding on to anything that you just feel like you just can't let go, let it go. Okay, let it go. And I guarantee that you'll be able to stand in this very proud, transformative energy that we will be feeling as a collective on Monday. So some additional energy that we can look forward to experiencing because of the Great Conjunction is going to show up in a few things. So I pulled some cards for that as well. We have the Boundaries card, and I'm using the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck by Marcella Kroll. We also have the Courage card. Okay, this reminds me of the Raku symbol, the root symbol within Reiki. We have the Death card. Okay, the Skulls and Roses. And then we have the Release card. All right, and I'm going to just talk about these four first, okay, because I feel like they're highly connected. Now, when you have boundaries, all right, and when you are going through transformation, not only do you need courage, but you also need to take that machete and you need to start cutting those ties, okay? Boundaries are what's going to help you release a lot of this old energy that is showing up during this time. Now, as you release this old energy, a lot of this is going to require your courage. A lot of this is going to require you to really trust in the fact that you are being divinely guided. There are going to be a lot of relationships that you are going to have to let go of, and they're not because that they're harmful or toxic, but they're going to eventually stunt your growth in the end. And at the moment, it's really important to just allow yourself to transform in this dynamic way, okay? And as you allow yourself to transform in this dynamic way, you're going to experience a complete shift, because on the other side of these cards we have the Healer card, which is the Eye of Horus. Okay, we have the Gratitude card, which is represented by the candle. We have the Knowledge card, which is represented by the book. And then we also have Lucky, which is represented by the horseshoe. Okay, and so first things first, as you move into this process of releasing, as you move into honoring your boundaries and standing in your transformation with courage, you're going to start healing yourself. Okay, this is really what makes healers. Okay, we heal ourselves from all the low vibrational experiences that we kind of caused at the end of the day, and then we help others do the same. Okay, so this happens within our own practice, within our own story. And so this is what coins us as healers. You have that same possibility, you have that same potential within you. So tap into your inner healer and really allow yourself to really transform in such a magnificent way. We also have the Knowledge card, and so this is really connecting me to this healer as far as like, as you heal, you learn things about yourself. As you heal, you learn things about the world. This card is also connected to the Akashic records, and which is basically your transcript of life. Every thought, every action, everything that you've ever done is basically recorded in this ethereal library that allows you to go in. You can actually access your Akashic records as yourself, or you can have someone do it for you. But basically, this allows you to go in and make rights any wrongs, and start to understand how you need to operate moving forward, so you don't have all this karmic debt. And then you got to come back to Earth in a different reincarnation and redo this all over again. I don't know if you really want that. But basically, as you heal yourself, you gain this wisdom, this understanding of the things and the experiences that you have around you. And then you can really start to really see and step into your gratitude. And that creates, this lucky energy. Now, I personally don't believe in luck. I feel like the more you express gratitude, that's the same frequency of abundance. So, of course, you're going to always receive blessings. So, but however, some people will deem that as lucky. Now, you have certain things like, lucky talismans. You have certain things like oils that attract these types of abundances to you, this type of prosperity to you. But basically, all you need is gratitude, okay? All you need is gratitude. Express gratitude for the things that you truly are grateful for in your life, and you will see them multiply over time. This is one thing about this Jupiter energy that we'll be experiencing, is everything that we've expressed gratitude for will continue to multiply. So if you find yourself not expressing enough gratitude, I need you to get into your gratitude list right now. I need you to start writing down things that you are grateful for every single morning and every single night. This will allow you to expand your consciousness, so that way as you expand as a being, as your light expands into this world, you are able to be a magnet for all the things that you are already in love with. Okay, so really express gratitude and allow that to be like I said, that if you, it's crazy, I just realized that magnets, like those red ones like from the cartoons with the silver ends, they look like horseshoes. Let that be a confirmation that you need to be a magnet, okay? Be a magnet of gratitude and you'll start seeing luck happen in your life, all right? Okay, so you know I have to always check in and see what nature is gonna say about everything. Hi, Huey. So we have the Apple card, Believe in Your Dreams. We have the Forest card, Awaken Your Magic. And then we also have the Rowan card, Control and Discern. I cannot make this up, okay? I literally said the High Priestess energy that came through earlier in the message. It's all about control and discernment, okay? It's all about being able to see where and when you need to place your boundaries, when you're able to see through the bullshit, basically, okay? So, you know, first things first is seeing through your own bullshit, so that way you can believe in your dreams. A lot of us hold ourselves back by doubting ourselves, okay? If you've been doubting yourself, this is a perfect time for you to awaken your magic. Now, how do you do that? Okay, this is through your boundaries, okay? Gratitude, all right? Releasing the old, learning about yourself, transforming, healing yourself, okay? Like, that's what this was all about, as far as just energy that we need to be aware of. So allow that to come in and assist you with believing in your dreams and awakening your magic. And just that control and discernment is going to show up when you find yourself thinking lack, when you find yourself doubting yourself. It's going to be like, this is a moment where I need to reinforce a boundary within myself to speak life only, to only speak abundance, to only speak gratitude, because that's what I want to magnetize in my life. That's what I want to expand in my life, okay? So allow that Jupiter energy to come in and expand the things that you love, but allow Saturn to really step in and help you with that healing process through routine, ritual, and just discipline, overall high vibrational discipline, because that is what's necessary. A lot of us are, we kind of get caught up on instant gratification, and we get caught up on external validation, and so when we don't receive those things, we feel worthless. We feel like we don't have, we feel like, you know, we're lacking something because such and such across the street got greener grass because they water it. Okay, they got greener grass because they water it. So where are you watering yourself? Like, what grass, what part of your lawn are you watering and nurturing so that way it can be green and vibrant and growing just as beautiful? Okay, so that's what this season is all about. Keep your eyes on your own paper, okay? Just like how we used to, you know, do like this when we was in school, and we didn't want nobody, you know, cheating on us, okay? We don't want nobody cheating on us, but cheating off of our paper, you know what I'm saying, our tests. You need to start writing your intentions just like that, because people, there's also this energy of evil eye, this energy of jealousy, this energy of hate that's out there in the world. Just like light ascends, so does the shadows, okay? And sometimes that shadow comes within ourselves first, which makes us a magnet for other shadow energy, okay? So just be mindful of how you are showing up every single day, starting today, starting after you watch this video. Start showing up different, start showing up more aligned, and so that way on Monday it's not much of a drastic shift for you, because you already been hip, okay? Luna already put you to the game. So just trust in your efforts, my love. Trust in the fact that you are divinely guided, you are divinely protected. Do not allow your triggers to derail your growth, to derail your processes, and I guarantee that you are going to experience such a beautiful transformation, okay? You're going to experience a beautiful, lovely, just metamorphosis, and it's going to feel divine, okay? At the end of the day, it's going to feel divine. All growth has growing pains, so just be mindful of the headaches, the fatigue, be mindful of all of the, you know, aches and pains that comes with growing. Make sure you drink a lot of water, okay? Get all the H2O in your system. Eat very light meals. Don't go too crazy, okay? Eat light meals. You are not lacking anything, because sometimes that's why we be eating, because we feel like we're missing something, and really what we need is within us already, okay? So stay light so that way you can receive all of the things that are you know, that your heart desires at the end of the day. And I guarantee, like I said, that this is going to be a beautiful transformation. So I hope that this video was helpful. Please drop a green heart in the comments. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video, okay? If you really want to see more where this came from, make sure you check out all of the other videos. Make sure you check out my most recent upload about ancestral healing. So if you are new to that practice, definitely watch that video first. And I thank you so much for all of the support and the love, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.